would you like to travel over the Atlantic Ocean to visit one of the oldest cities in the world? How would you like to explore the ancient ruins of the Roman Empire or walk down the Pope's hallway? Today's guest will talk about these and other unique experiences in which she encountered on a recent trip to Italy. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Adam Loblack, to meet the new director.
Thank you for joining us today's edition of The New Directors. All the people involved in this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who are not on camera or behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves and the production they are planning, giving you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Now, I would like to meet you guest Lisa Lorenti. Our guest is from Stamford, Connecticut, and is a communications art major in her second year at Norwalk Community College. So, we know you enjoyed Rome and Italy, but what was your most exciting historical site to visit?
Well, I visited some really amazing places, including the Trevi Fountain, which was actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I was able to make my wishes with my coins. It was very big, but it was beautiful. I also visited the Capitol building, which was beautiful as well. I really loved all the statues. It was so nice to see all like the ancient work. I also visited the Roman ruins, which were over 2,000 years old, and I got to walk around and touch them, although you weren't supposed to. There are also some amazing statues in Rome. As you can see here. But I have to say my favorite place to visit was St. Peter's Square in St. Peter's Basilica. It was huge and it was constantly filled with people. The basilica was gorgeous and it was filled with old art. Actually, old art that I learned in my art history class, including La Pieta. The square was just so cool to be in, especially imagining that all the popes walked around there every day. Go ahead.
Could you tell us why you decided to take the TV production course?
Well, I always wondered how like TV shows really work, behind the scenes with the cameras, how they do all those tricks. So it was really interested of mine to take this class. I also love filming with cameras, so I really enjoyed learning the correct way to film.
What are some of your most useful things you have learned in the TV production course?
Well, although editing was really challenging for me, I think that was the most useful element I learned in TV1. I think it's one of the most useful things that I will actually use in the future to edit maybe my own videos or help other people's videos.
Could you tell us about the productions you've created in the TV1 class? Your nature project, your learning project, your Guns N' Hoses project, and your Orange project.
Sure. First, I'll tell you about my nature project. I decided to do my nature project on winter going into the spring season. I I filmed a lot of different aspects of it snowing and the change into snow melting and then the change into spring. This was my first video that I added audio, so adding music seemed a little challenging at first, but it was a good element to learn. The next video I'll tell you about is my learning project. This is still my nature project. As you can see, I filmed a lot of the trees and the nature. It was personally my favorite. For my learning project, the sequence I chose was a simple one. I did this because this is my first time I would ever be filming and editing a sequence. As you can see here, I used several shots to film one sequence. I did a lot of cuts in the editing, but it seemed to flow very well. I actually filmed this at NCC. My next video is the Guns and Hoses video. This was a good learning tool for me because I was able to work with all the different effects and different audio techniques. I learned how to use titles, strobe effects, and picture-in-picture. This was a fun one to work with. My last project was my orange project. This one was a lot of fun to film. It was interesting because I got to come up with a whole storyboard and add humor into it. The orange project took me a lot of time for editing, but I think it came out really well.
Now, I know you have had one project that you felt was your best. Can you please tell us about it?
My best project had to be my nature project. I had the most fun taping it, and it took me actually the longest to do. But I love plants and trees and nature, so doing this was really easy to capture its beauty. And with all this crazy weather we've had, it was easy to record some snowing footage scenes with a mixture of spring footage. As a whole, as I added the audio, it really came together nicely with the music. I was able to pick some songs that I thought complemented the scenery. I was able to learn about shift focus and zoom-ins, and also the poor man's dissolve. As a whole, though, with my learning project, my nature project, I thought it came out really great.
After learning how to shoot and edit these projects, what would you like to create next?
I would love to keep creating some videos, maybe take some of my old videos I already have and edit them into videos. Or in my screenwriting class, I'm actually writing a screenplay, which would be a lot of fun to put that together and film it.
What career would you see to pursue after graduation?
After graduation, I would love to pursue a career in TV. My favorite aspect is the live TV, maybe behind the scenes in the control room. It was really exciting.
Today we got to meet someone who shared with us the wonders of the historical sites of Rome, As a new TV director, she hopes to apply what she has learned at NCC to document after travels experiences. She also plans to use her new knowledge from TV One to edit exciting videos in the future. We would like to thank Lisa for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a good day.
This has been The New Directors, with your host, Adam Warblek, directed by Julian Cheslow, and I'm your announcer, Matt Zulo. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.